Hi all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you this bronze go-to look of mine. Today's theme was actually brown. I really didn't feel like doing a matte look, and I also challenged myself to create a look that is achievable in 15 minutes or under. I realistically was going for 10 minutes, but you know, wasn't able to achieve that. I think it's because I did a lot more steps than I originally intended. And so I was like, you know what? I had this whole look took 13 minutes to do. And right now you see me going in with the Typology foundation, and what I'm actually doing, so this is a tip and trick of mine, is I will, if I have like these highlighter drops, like I have the Typology highlighter drops, I will take them on my face. And what I literally did there was I wanted a little bit of foundation, and I wanted to make a little potion concoction kind of situation. And so essentially what that does is it spreads highlight all over the face. It gives it a little glow. And it's at this point it's not really noticeable. Like you can't tell in the camera, or unless like I'm in super high def, you genuinely cannot tell. It just looks like my skin but better. But my intention behind doing this is essentially that I am going to eliminate a step if I don't have time for it, which is I'm going to eliminate highlight, because as the day continues, my skin, that glow pigment will pop through the foundation and it will show and peak. And that's exactly what I'm trying to achieve, because again, we're in a rush for time, so I'm creating this with that in mind. And so this is how I would do my makeup. You can see a little bit of the glow just now underneath my left eye. I'm going with the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I find whenever I'm rushing and I need to do a look, the smallest things help, and one of the things is knowing what works for your face. By all means, you guys, I do a whole eyeshadow step. If I really wanted to not do any eyeshadow and just stick to eyeliner and mascara, I would have done exactly that. But I wanted to incorporate brown and bronze, and a little bit of like, gold-ishness for today's look, because this is a look that I do that makes me feel confident. And that's just because I know like these colors, whenever I put them on my face, like nothing can go wrong. It will suit me, it will flatter me, whether it be a day or night. And right now I'm setting my eyelids with powder, the LC Cosmetics in the shade Medium Tan. And so essentially, it's one of those things of like when you overthink something, you tend to lose yourself in time and overthinking it. And this is just one of those looks, and I can create more of these too, you guys. I do have some thoughts on a what I would wear to work series. I just posted one where I love Phoebe Tonkin. Listen, I have loved the actress since H2O, because I wanted to be a mermaid. I loved her and Claire Holt. But for some reason, Phoebe's makeup looks just make me want to recreate them. And I genuinely, there's an old tutorial that one of the makeup artists that works on Phoebe's face recreated. And so, like, I almost went out and bought those products just to recreate it. That's how much I freaking love Phoebe Tonkin's makeup and how it just sits on her face. So just to recap the steps that I did, before I go on with my tangent, I went ahead and put contour, and for my blush, I'm using two different Huda Beauty blush filters in the shade Watermelon Pop and Latte, and essentially I'm just like mixing them on my face. I know it looks a little scary, but these colors work for me because latte is one of those shades that will, like, if you're doing a more bronze, like summery look and you're my skin tone, that blush will look great on you. I promise you. Like, it is one of my favorite blushes to use when I'm doing a like bang on bronzy look, summer glow, all of this stuff. So today I'm using the Carly Bible palette for eyeshadow. And so whenever I show you guys the palette next, I'll show you what colors I'm using because I essentially used a plethora of colors. This is a look that's achievable with 3 colors. You don't need a plethora of colors. I just was going nuts a little bit, but I'm calling myself out. So anyways, for the work series, this is just me doing my transition. It's the same steps, you guys. Transition shade first, and then I'll go in with my shimmer, and then I'll go in with my outer corner crease, and then eyeliner and mascara. So I'll go ahead and talk about my series. She basically had a makeup look, and it's on my stories. And it is literally just the woman is wearing like I want to say like some sort of foundation, and she is wearing like blush. I don't even know if she's wearing highlighter. But she looks like she has that healthy glow from within, and she's wearing eyeliner and mascara. I didn't see any eyeshadow on her lids. But I'm looking back at the photo because I did screenshot it. And the lip color is similar to the lip color that I'm wearing. Okay, so now upon zooming in a bit further, she's wearing a little bit of brown, and she's wearing a little bit of like a pale white as an inner corner. But like, I swear to God, the woman is freaking gorgeous. And so that is one of my looks that I personally would also want to wear to work. And so that's one of the series looks that I have planned. And if you guys don't know my Instagram, it is at Shivani Deva 2020. That's at SHIVANI DEVA 2020, all in one, no spaces, underscores, or anything else. So in this situation right now, you see me going in with that bronze shade. And then on top of it, I'm going in with a little bit of a gold shade because I love this bronze shade, but on camera, it doesn't translate. It looks way too dark. So essentially now what I'm doing is similar to what I did yesterday with Sidecar and Sin, but this time I'm just using a brush to go over stuff rather than my finger. And then I flipped the brush because on the back side was that darker bronzier color. And so I'm just adding that a touch back and making sure that everything is okay. If you are rushing out the door and you are not confident, okay, take a pause and see that middle third row with all those brown mats. Those are the colors that I use for the transition color. I promise you, I literally swirled it all around. And so now I'm building out that outer corner crease. I was about to say outer crease, and then I was like, no, it's the outer corner, and then it's the crease. But again, like, you can do this with 3 eyeshadows. All you need is a good medium tone brown, either your lids but better kind of bronzy shade, and a dark, deeper brown. That is it. That's all you need. You don't need anything more. I know, like I said, I went a little nuts, but I was honestly challenging myself to see if I could do this look. But that's just how I keep things a little bit more interesting around my neck of the woods. And so I didn't realize, like, right now I'm looking back and I'm just like, holy shit, the watermelon pop really picked up the color. Huh. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. I'm going in with the Anastasia liquid lip in the shade Ashton. This is one of my perfect go-to shades. If I haven't said it before in another tutorial, Kathleen Lights was recommending this in one of her favorites videos. And I was like, I don't know if it's going to work for my skin tone, but I took a leap of faith and I was just like, let me go buy it at Sephora. And I kid you freaking not, I love it. This is one of my most repurchased items. So it's been 9 minutes and 23 seconds now, as you can see. And so this look, I will go ahead and say, if you wanted to do mascara and call it a day, my suggestion would be not to take the eyeshadow so high up. As you can see when I'm looking down, the shimmer shade is super high up. So if I don't do any kind of eyeliner, it looks very, very weird, very, very awkward, and that's not what I'm going for. You could do the trick of where that mascara that you apply kind of looks like I'm putting eyeliner on myself. But today's look was not it. Any simple line would have also sufficed as well. I obviously went with my half wings today. I low-key did want to see if I could go in with the full wings, but I don't know, you guys. Like, again, back to the tip and trick of, like, if you're rushing and you're not really sure, don't do the step. Just don't do it, because it's going to ruin your makeup, and then you're going to be late somewhere where you have to go. And then you're going to be, like, upset that you're late. If lateness bothers you, tardiness bothers you, like, that's something that, like, you know, if you're not comfortable doing half wing eyeliners or full wing eyeliners and it's a race against time, skip the step. Totally fine. But for my work series, I also was going to do a version of, like, 5-minute makeup. Like, what can I do to, do that? And how does it look? And sometimes, like, you don't need a full face. All it does really just take is concealer. So I will go ahead and say, though, like, this is my personal feeling. Sometimes when I do my makeup and I look back on my tutorials and I'm seeing what I'm, like, how the camera's picking up certain things, it feels like I do need to put foundation on my face for it to be a clean and even base. But you guys, realistically, there's been times where I just have done my eyeliner to work, and that's been it. Like, I don't put blush on, I don't know, like, there's no eyeshadow to lock the eyeliner in either. I'm putting my nose ring back in. But, like, there's, it's literally just eyeliner or bust, those days. And so I'm going in with my, Milani, not Luminous, Milani, the Fix, it's not Fix Plus, the setting spray. Why am I doing, like, why? My brain, it's done. And I'm going in with my Fenty, Hella Thick Mascara. Again, this is another tip and trick. If you are familiar with a mascara that you know is going to give you the effect that you need, go for that. I was extremely tempted to use the Too Faced Naturally Better Than Sex mascara, and let me tell you, that would have been a freaking disaster, because it would have literally just made my lashes look like my lashes but better, and that's not what I was going for, because, again, as you guys know, I don't wear falsies. I just rely on my natural God-given eyelashes, and I also didn't curl my eyelashes here, so I'm just going for it. That's another thing, you guys, is I do not curl my eyelashes when I am, like, in a crunch for time, because I think that with the tension and with everything building up, it's just a recipe for disaster, frankly speaking. And so, yes, I am done with today's look, and I finished in 13 minutes and 9 seconds, and 77 milliseconds, I think. But yes, that is it. This is what the look looked like today. No Indian clothes for today's tutorial, but I hope to see you guys again soon. Stay safe and healthy. Bye, y'all!